And if we buy this radical argument that President Trump's lawyers advance, we risk allowing January 6th to become our future. I'll show you.
We will stop the steal. And after this, we're going to walk down, and I'll be there with you. We're going to walk down. We're going to walk down to the Capitol.
Let's take the Capitol. Take the Capitol. Let's take the Capitol. We are going to the Capitol, where our problems are. It's that direction.
Stand up, Mark. We outnumber you a million to one out here, dude.
The Constitution says you have to protect our country, and you have to protect our Constitution, and you can't vote on fraud. And fraud breaks up everything, doesn't it? When you catch somebody in a fraud, you're allowed to go by very different rules.
We'll pause.
Protesters are in the building.
Thank you.
So how do you follow that video up? How do you follow that evidence up? And you all should watch the entirety of Raskin's opening statement. It was powerful. How do you follow that up with any type of defense for Donald Trump? Especially from lawyers who were like put together last minute because Trump had so much difficulty finding a defense team that was willing to represent him. Lawyers were unwilling to work with him because he essentially wants them to go up there and question the outcome of the general election. The second reason is he doesn't pay people. So lawyers are distrustful. They don't want to work with him because they're worried that they won't get paid for their work. So you have these lawyers who I think did a pretty poor job, especially after seeing that evidence that was presented by Raskin.
Yeah, I mean, at no point did they even attempt to be like, well, he put out that statement, which was completely toothless. The president put out the statement about how he wants everyone to go home. Like they knew that even that, I think, and we will see how the days continue, but even that was like, compared to the overwhelming evidence, you're inside the Capitol building chanting the name of the march that the president endorsed and that leading Republicans planned along with these like MAGA activists. Meanwhile, on the Democrat side, they accuse like, oh, Democrats want to defund the police. No, at what point? Like at what point is any Democrat like actually said that out loud, right? And yet Democrats get assigned these calls from the streets all the time. Meanwhile, we hear this literal call inside the Capitol building among the insurrectionists, like the ties are clear. And poor Bruce Castor, man, oh, he must just, all the paperwork, he must have been scrambling like, oh God, well, I didn't know you would present evidence. Raskin, you real little rascal. That's what I call him, Raskin the rascal. Just sweats into a puddle.
Yeah, that's exactly what he did. It was just a terrible, awful fumble. And again, I think what would be interesting is to see Trump's reaction to Castor specifically. But as I said earlier, when I saw Schoen's statement, I thought it can't get worse than this. And then I was told to watch Castor's, and I just couldn't believe it. So we'll see how this all plays out. There's certainly some positive news that a Republican senator, Senator Cassidy, switched his vote or his decision from thinking that this impeachment trial is unconstitutional to now believing it's constitutional. We'll see if the Democrats can persuade more Republicans to vote along with them to convict Donald Trump.
Thanks for watching the Young Turks. Really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.